Yo, what's up, guys? Before we start the match, we're close to 1 million subscribers, so please subscribe, and thank you guys so much for the support. Let's go, Sen City.
Any second now. Comes that drone coming through. Mosquito comp hit activated. I mean, easy stun backside on the super. Com's actually dropped in.
That's just not worked out for him at all here. Narray playing in front of security. But Com was really the only option to give EG a foothold after that fast hit came through. No nonsense, all business here from Sentinels. And we've got Bao. Obviously in a position to make his way across to this side. But Sen have a cover, they get the flank watched as well. And no follow-up here, the flashes out of security. One walks into the crosshairs of Reduxx. Bao really working with nothing but the Ghost.
I mean, ultimately, even if they take out Narrate there, the time is getting so low. Multiple players from Sen in main. Feels like this is unlosable.
Last player standing.
And here we go. Now, Guided Salvo going to make it impossible to get that defuse, and this is Sentinels getting off to the races.
We're seeing him in literally every single game. Definitely tells the story of how good the agent still is.
Off we go. Someone check on Lothar.
Flawless.
That's going to be EG exiting the round very quickly. Some util has to be used in order to get past the smoke, so dead giveaway here for Bao. Pings it out. Now he knows the action is going to be over towards that B side. EG will set up, come through spawn.
So, looks like a free plant. I mean, at the very least for Sen in future round, maybe the next one. Kayu's about to have that rolling thunder.
Yeah.
So early in the game, so early. So, you know, if they get a few kills here, at least Sen get away with some damage, maybe get him to that ult. This next round will be really important.
Fault line here you can play off for Kayu now, trying to play into this, but maybe thinks Digity was a clone or doesn't expect him so far forward already. Now it's up to TenZ, but he's got his hands well and truly full. And only John now will remain. Dives on him, wants to get this one over with as well, I'd suggest, and that is a pretty clean round.
Our 3 EG players here. Stun comes through. Wow, middle from TenZ. Nice shot. Traded out though.
Yeah, can't get back. Con going to step up to the plate next, going to play off the flash. The ping is also going to be there. That's a 1 for none. This puts a little bit of pressure now on Oki, and it's going to draw the rotation away by Superman.
Listen, if you're a Sen fan, you want to see Reduxx start to get the ball rolling here early, start to get some kills. Rolling Thunder is going to force Okeanos all the way back out of here. Site taken for Sen, 4v3 advantage. Let's see if they can close this out.
A couple retakes already from EG once Sen are well and truly entrenched. They don't really have that tower control yet. You can see Bao try to do something about that, work his way up, but John is going to be in residence. Reduxx hoping to play off the clone there. This is all slowing EG up. Nova Pulse as well, something that's going to be respected by the defenders. Bao, though, finding some damage. Tearing strips off these players out over in main, but John is going to be waiting on the side. It's a 1-for-1. Bao drops down. He's got to get active now as well. Has to respect this grab well. Now Cortez can sit back inside main and try and hold it down, but hold on, Bao yet again. Going to give it a tickle. There's got to be a step up here from TenZ here, and the timing's got to be done. Good! It's Bao again for 3. Something happened here, but EG calling players back from tower to maybe deal with that.
There, it's stuffed a little bit by that stun as Sen attempt to get out of this choke. 20 seconds left. EG have so many players here ready to fight.
Big one from the Raiders, going to double down on that. Superman ends up on top of someone's head. Kayu's able to deal with that, and I think EG here realize it's a matter of stepping back, sitting on these weapons, keep the op in rotation for EG.
TenZ has been able to repost towards B main, but this push out from Bao is a little messy. John catches him. And now EG want to respond with aggression towards B. They want to take some control somewhere on the map, try and even this up.
Oh, nice timing here from TenZ. A flash as well, something he can play off comfortably. A mid-round noise cut here from Sentinels has EG pushing out for info.
Oh, I mean, I think that was Digizine's own flash. He just kind of got startled by the swing upper. Okay, well that's fortunate. That is very fortunate. And even more fortunate is the fact that Reduxx and Narrate, they didn't even have to use their ults. They've still got them for a future round.
They got the op dropped. That's being pinged out right now over on the B side, and Com was in no position to salvage that. Walking away with nothing but a Guardian and very, very light pockets.
Yeah, weird. I mean, Bao over on A pushes out in front of his setup and is just caught by John with playing for big retakes on this B side. Plenty of rounds where Bao's utility is going to be there, slow things up a little bit. The rotate from EG comes in, and I think this is where you see some of the best team play from them. But in this round, look, they just have distance. They're probably going to lose.
Ooh, that was a little bit streaky there from TenZ. Is able to find just the one. John always on a line. Bao walks headlong into it. Rifle, of course, still to hand for EG. That one's been passed around like the traveling pants. Com embedded now in a position, but Narrow has just the right tool for this problem. It's going to be Reduxx that follows him up.
Now it's just those 2 left on the flank. inevitable that Superman will be getting out of here. Trying to just keep this Vandal if he can, but he cannot. John deals with him. Yeah, not at all. I mean, everyone is going to be coming from this front side. The Rolling Thunder is going to need to have a massive connection.
Okay, Armageddon goes over towards security, so this is going to have EG scurrying before they try and hit. Super decides to go forward instead, and all DJZ trying to avoid certain death, finds it a different way. They're up on the side. Of course, the short is going to go to work, but Com makes an exchange. Now EG have the positioning, but it's the post-plant util that's going to be a big problem. The Rolling Thunder, though, held for just now. Doesn't account for Reduxx on that backstab. In the side, he's amongst them. TenZ and a shroud. Okay, so now we are going to be hitting again this B side, again when EG are on pistols. Sen don't want to push into like a fully stacked site with weapons in here. They feel like they can contend with their veto util, and the Bow just gets caught around that corner, not able to fall back into connector. Quickly though, in Dimensional Drift, DJZ wants to try and get some info on this site, set up this Hunter's Fury.
Not really able to accomplish too much. I mean, using that on a round with just pistols as well.
I see Dunn flash around the box here for DJZ. Coast is where the issue is, and again, Contazia in a problematic position now to make his way around. The net is tightening on EG, and DJZ after 2 has to fight his way out of this. It is a 3-pronged entrapment. And yeah, his position's going to be confirmed by a drone that's pretty slippery to clean up.
Knows Cortezia is just biding his time in the back line as well.
Face the music. DJZ must.
It's top mid.
He's just working that wall here now, Raids. One shot's all he's going to get. Superman drops low, though. Oh, it's on the line. Now's going to be able to clean him up. Here comes a Rolling Thunder, though. EG not really set up for this. Superman's actually able to back away for the time being. Convergent paths will be the next throw-in. And despite being hindered, EG are sat, well, safest houses up here in tower for the time being. 2 up now for Sentinels, and they've got no choice but to trudge onto the site and try and make something of this. Try and dig DJZ out of security. That is beautiful positioning from John, and no one's watching it for DG, apparently.
Just fully exposed to upper. That's a mistake that is going to allow Sen to get back into this round, give them just a glimmer of hope here. No real util to work off right now. Caillou's just waiting for that cycle to come back up on a stun.
And in context, this is a big spend for Evil Geniuses.
30 seconds left.
A big extension.
That's not ready.
Tom is more than happy here to be treated out of position. The swing for Bow there just in case.
That's awkward. That is so awkward. And now the stun is also, of course, come back up for that defensive breach. But John keeps them at bay.
Yeah, a little special delivery to buy himself a little bit of time. Com now does have to get a bit more active. Spike down. He's down to 17.
One enemy
Oki though,
remaining.
yeah, and Bow can work this from either side. John will be surrounded. Bow exits the round with another 3-piece. It's been the one that Sen has been pounding round after round.
Yeah, I do feel like they just don't mind, though, because they have 2 ultimates, but crucially just that Astral Wall to cut off all of main.
Yep.
Try and get back in with that.
Okay, here comes that Cosmic Divide. The location you expected, but Reduxx is going to push his way in. Doubling down over towards security. Bow under Evolution. Needs to stand tall here, but John doesn't need to fully commit to this. Off the special delivery. Nice exit there for that previous IGL, and it's going to be on Com. Doesn't have the time to make a round-the-world flank. Cosmic Divide still active for the next second or so, but it's not enough. Com can't win the 1v1.
He just needs to shoot them. He just wants John to be a shooter.
Some nice stats last week, but a lot of save rounds from John.
Oh my God!
Able to find 2 on a bit of a wayward
back.
spray, but that's EG. Trying to eke out an early round advantage with this push-up, just falls flat.
That is just monstrous from Reduxx. A long time many have been waiting to get him into this VCT league. Has he just been tearing up challengers for a while? And then last year, just started playing a bunch of different roles, honestly. Felt like just like a, you know, little training arc off to the side. Nothing crazy. He wasn't lighting up challengers single-handedly on duelists like he did in the past, but just became a bit more of a well-rounded player.
Yeah, from that same challengers class as Verno, right? Verno gets called up last year into NRG. We're still wondering, okay, where's Reduxx going to end up landing? Great year on Cubit Academy.
Right there.
Seeing what he can now display.
Spike planted.
Caillou's able to get the plant down. Com just a little off center there. Now retake for EG, but down to 3 with 2 Guardians to hand. No notable ability pieces either, outside of Oki's util.
Could be tough for Reduxx here. Yeah, gets pinged out and definitely has to get out of there.
lot of eyes on that tower site here. EG trying to make their way through. Looks like fault line to be set up. They've got to go for it about now. Narrate allows himself to be affected by it. Still going to find that one shot he needs on Com. That is beautiful stuff. I though, Caillou and also John looking inward towards the map. Oh, the TP there for Digizine. Obviously the sound cue given off, and it's going to be a 1-for-1. At least the rest of EG there to flood. Now, encroaching on B.
Two anchors on site completely surrounded. Reduxx, though, with this defensive smoke to just posture up in.
Superman and Bauer on this side. Expanding towards that smoke, and they know it. Got to see it cannot hold his own. He would have been swarmed by players either way. Now it's going to be up to John and Narrate to get some action going. Looks like they're going to split themselves, one upper, one to connect it.
EG feeling like that smoke was a little bit predictable. Now this should be able to close things out. Narrate over the top. Nice shot from
Too many
Oki.
angles to cover.
Yeah, absolutely.
John's going to walk up here, and his util wouldn't be that effective in a situation like this. Com dealt with. Okay. Wait for the disruption to elapse. Going to try and force Superman further up. Cozy actually takes a hit from one of those salvos, and John downs him. Time, though, is of the essence, and EG will sit back now, wait for the opportune moment to silence the caller of old. But John, he's getting loud. No reason not to! Are you kidding, brother? No time for the defuse, but man, style points earned in spades. He's here being addressed as Sentinels. Yep. It's a long walk off a short cliff face. What have we done and dusted with round 14?
Flawless.
Outside nest.
Yeah. He's going to have more than he bargained for this. Yeah, and this TP, they were waiting for it. Bao here to pick up the pieces, but Sentinels have already pulled back.
Yeah, EG, they have shown a desire to go for that play. The Digizine, you know, pop out of the TP up mid, and then someone swings off of him getting out of it, but doesn't really work there.
Bao's just kept going, though. Might be a timing that he can play off here. Yep, spots on the radar on the side. He's almost able to get away with it. Refract. Caillou, though, steps up, but that's the Bulldog going to work. Bark and bite in full measure. Now Reduxx has to be a little bit more careful about how he works heaven. This is flipped pretty darn fast.
And now smoked off so Bao can get out there to safety. Set up a teleport, maybe take a peek. Now what is the util center working with? I mean, that's a lot, frankly. You're looking at Reduxx with basically a full kit, John with basically a full kit. You try to missile one of these players out of a position and trench.
Kind of showing themselves now. Bao had a free peek with that cross cut, but gets caught out before he can escape.
Recon back up for Com. That could be pivotal.
I think this might be a little telegraph where he's going to play from, and John, man, even on the move, just too good already.
Some of that Vita utility going to be thrown down.
Good against this heavy, you know, initiator setup.
Yep. No one from Sen attempting any kind of flank. They are all just going to go from the front side. Reduxx, crucial opening.
Oh, that's nasty. Fortunately, plenty of time for Okeanos to try and get away, but Caillou descends up on that side already, gives it a tap. Digizine finds Reduxx. He pushed forward, though, to create that buffer. And now that Nebula in the way, Com's still able to penetrate it with a shock dart.
That one called the evolution. Right, of course.
You got it. No, you nailed it. Now he's going to be able to refract on back, but Digizine is in. Ready now to try and fight off anybody tries to make their way in. There is some tower presence. John up there, only with a classic, though. Tough to break in, and Narrate's been trying to force that Bucky issue all round and never had a chance to make use of it. John gets his.
The vintage double ult maneuver.
And this time, Com's going to be able to find something of that Hunter's Fury. Tough for Sen to get a foothold here. Narrate does his best, and Kai's able to get out on heaven there. Oki taking low. Caillou himself has seen better days. It's on John and Reduxx now. John going to be late to the party. Trying to play off Reduxx, and again, it's always at least the one. Guided Salvo should give him a little bit of space to encroach towards that coast position. And Reduxx gets in off the flash. Digizine looking in the wrong direction. And this two-man tour de force for Sentinels has torn EG apart.
That was gorgeous from John and Reduxx.
Trying to buy more of that time. Special delivery fallback because they had the refresh of the Guided Salvo. And man, the guy's just too good. He falls back, so he's got Contizia watching him.
Ooh, nice little jump spot as well. Those Supermen's there to flash into the swing. This is just not the same team that we saw in week one.
Now, they give it a little bit of that space, but it's always double-faced. It's always backed up by a piece of util. It's like, yeah, EG, get that plant down. Sure enough. And now, that Rolling Thunder comes on out. It's not going to connect with anyone, but confirmation now. The back of the A side is clear. Oki, though, this late little re-wrap has thrown a spanner into the works.
And finally an opportunity to get this Rolling Thunder off as well.
Timing's good. Not a whole lot you can do about this one. Ugly
Last player
Narrate
standing.
though able to avert it for the most part. Kai has to give it a tap, but he knows he's going to get hit from 2 angles here, and there's just not really an option
remaining.
for Sentinels. An important round for EG to take here if they can. Caillou doesn't have the time. And yeah, fist pump for Oki. Needed that round badly. There's going to be a flash to try and knock him off this line. Okay, he gets sent into the site. Fake smoke, what a clean up again. Poetry in motion here for Sentinels. Able to snap up 2.
I mean, you are joking. That is a crazy team fight for them to come out on top of. I'm a little bit stunned here for a moment. Just trying to replay that in my mind.
Yeah.
Like there was util coming at them as well, and then just smoke drop, boomed with sheriffs. That's nasty.
Okay, good fault line timing here as well. EG forced back. Clock blade even further. Now there's a real question about whether they want to attempt to work this B side. This is one of the rounds where Sentinels are actually anchoring on this B side.
Yeah, kind of a pick your poison situation here. You know, if they hit B, there's going to be a lot of Sen players there. If they leave B, Sen can probably go pick up the rifles that are dropped and have more guns on a man advantage retake with like 2 ultimates. So this is going to be tough for EG. Coming into this round as massive favorites economically.
Narrate just close angle here. Knows what is coming, but it's John again, man. Always seems to be where he's most needed. And now Bao has to turn tail. 17 seconds left in the round. This has completely fallen apart for EG. Bear in mind, a single rifle brought up in this round by Sentinels. It's going to be a quick hop, skip, and a jump over to the A side for the plant.
That is close, but he got it, I think. I mean, that was, yeah, he's good.
Planted.
All good, like 0.18 or something on the clock. And yeah, here's that other situation where they're able to grab one of the guns, but do they even need the guns? I don't think so. They're just killing everyone with sheriffs. And also, they have 3 ults, man. They have 3 ults.
Not even that. Flash, fault line, stealth drone. A ton of util to sort of spin something up on a dime here. Yeah, dimensional drift, fair enough. Give yourself that foresight.
Oh my god. I mean, you'd hate to be Oki in a situation like that.
Hindered and plundered. Straight out of the round, it's going to be on Bao. And John steams him.
Crucial opening to attempt to stay in this game. Get to 9 rounds.
Sentinels are activating here to maybe push off this B side. This is being watched for, though.
I mean, yeah, that could absolutely be their understanding if they go a little bit too far forward.
Great angle work there, and all of that passive work from the upper there by Superman. Tries to have a crack with the Sheriff. Maybe the weapon disadvantage here starting to show up for EG. They're going to go for it now, but it's still Curry. He's still ham-fisted, and the Nares Narrate steps out and takes one comfortably. And a refrag to get him in a bit of a dangerous spot. Super handles him with the Sheriff. It's 3-on-3. And Caillou fights through the wall, and bobs your uncle.
Win.
We're outside of the gate crash window for Oki, so he's not going to be able to assist here. Nice little light speed in on the side, but a refract from the raid. He's seen enough, apparently. TenZ holds his ground for 1. Now here's the walk-up. Spike's going to be recovered, and quickly is going to be taken to hand.
Now with 20 seconds, is there any attempt to fight from EG? There is a flash, and Oki gets the burst.
Reduxx has to push this, and he's not able to quite complete the second. TenZ in for a penny, in for a pound. He's got to go for it. Superman stands tall.
You gotta be thinking that someone is watching this with an outlaw. There's like a 98% chance that that's the case.
Reduxx seems to get the smoke, but Oki is there on the line. Now, okay, crash for him. Relatively committed for the time being, but I don't think he minds that whatsoever. TenZ the next to fall now, and of course, Bao can start to chime in a little bit more towards that B side of the map. John did well to close the gap. Narrate also gets himself a weapon upgrade.
A little bit of confidence there, perhaps too much to keep fighting that, honestly. Oki just not willing to give it up, and then the Spectre at that range is uncomfortable at best.
Yeah.
Sen have got a chance, not a big one. There's 14 seconds left to get in here, but at least they've got 1 gun now.
John straight to the side. John flattened. Not a damn thing he could do about it. Narrate's also seen better days. He's electrified.
Might catch a nice timing to just pinch these 2 anchor players, not getting baited into going B where the majority of EG players are actually at on account of that A aggression. So this site really should be theirs for the taking.
Path could be an option. Narrate goes in. Caillou just guns Superman down as he tries to get ahead of the issue inside that smoke. An easy refract away. 24 on the clock. Still no plant as of yet. But EG have to set to flood back in here. Shocky on Caillou. So EG is still playing very far off this.
And that's all they have to do, right? They have the superior weapons, especially at range. A couple SMGs for EG.
Should have this covered. Here comes EG now, stepping up. They got high-low setup. TenZ have an undo Reduxx.
Oh, no!
Full util in hand. Kaio and John able to recover things though.
Enemy remaining.
And Saturate thrown over towards main. Vulnerable to is common, in no position to have any say here. EG say, okay, we'll have to settle for 2 guns stripped away and a proper buy in the next. These 2 ships are about to cross paths to deter EG. They know it's over towards A. This deep insert on B long is huge.
Yeah, no reason for EG to be elsewhere on the map. Stacked up right now to deny this access.
Risky from down. Can he catch Reduxx out? Hop, skip, and jump not going to be enough to get the youngster
One
out of the
enemy
way.
remaining.
John has to jiggle pick that corner, but he is on his own. And at least we'll be able to emerge with his weapon. And he knows he's going to be getting pinched. Surely they know they're on a clock with Digizine being so entrenched. So jump pick this, surely. No, face it. Digizine is waiting. Sound drone, throw to the side we go. Superman, only good for the 1. A Bandit actually rigging out. Bao also takes a little bit more damage than he otherwise would have bargained for. This will open the side at least for Sentinels, but the spray through the smoke from Com will deprive them of the Yoru. Of course, a Nano Swarm there will make an early plant quite difficult.
Just looking like an awkward situation for EG for but a moment, but they've absolutely stabilized. Well, I mean, okay, all good, all good. That Bandit, man.
Little haphazard. Satisfying enough here for EG.
Place that wall deeper. I actually love this. They get the wall in deeper because they know they're forcing all the players off the site. All right, Narrate is an absolute maniac. But then they can take the forward positions because of that.
Yeah, flashing themselves now through this wall. They will do to make sure EG don't have a staging ground, but Bao holds his own. Reduxx out of the picture now. Hunter's Fury also committed by Kaio. Healthy enough squad of EG that Oki gets himself onto the side. Clone through the wall, thinks about the flash, but thinks again. Over the top, happy enough to have kept Sem at arm's length, but now this stall util is in play. Com, though, is able to give it a tap. Can this be interrupted? Yes, Nova Pulse is going to be there, but he just holds through it. Down to 14 by EG. They're trying to get position. Looks like at least Bao's able to get into the site. He'll play halls.
Yeah, they want to commit to anchoring.
Reduxx may be unaware, has to go for a shoulder pick. Sees, though, the player and is able to take the fight. Now Narrate flashed out, though Reduxx is going to be there to cover his back. Both duelists dive into the back of B site, trying to shut the door on EG.
30 seconds left.
How can they get back in with just 3 players lacking util and an AWPer? This is going to be extremely tough.
Yeah, what is it, a saturate? Digizine doesn't want to be pushing up like that. He can only passively play from under.
The real hope at the moment is just if someone on Sen over pushes. That's a nice hinder, but look at that grab well count.
Enemy remaining.
No over push this time around. Com will be happy to extract the 1 kill. Reduxx
On for the ace.
For the ace, and he'll have it!
Wow, he's going in real deep right now.
Refract and just, again, it's Digizine playing
That's
in a pretty
so
aggressive spot
dangerous.
with the off angle not covered.
That's such a dangerous position.
Same thing happened on Abyss when he's playing out of security.
Yeah, he's taken some massive risks with his off positioning, and they have been punished by Sen.
Yep.
That's so early into the round as well. They have an opportunity to work the map. You know, look at Reduxx's TP. It's all the way over towards A side. They can pressure heavy B, pivot back if they needed to, but it looks like ultimately they just want to go B.
Bao has no utility to play off here anymore. Simply just going to try and fall off the site without being picked. He's got the alarm bot to cover his rear. Now it might just be a flood out of connector here with Com hoping to capitalize. Hunter's Fury at the ready here for EG. Is that a viable option? Nova Pulse herald the arrival of Reduxx, who sprays him down. 5 into 3. That's just good maths, baby. And there's still more out on the field for him, but he's low. The post plant, Sentinels can scramble over this B side of the map. And that round's done and dusted.
Yeah, went into the round with, on Abyss, it was more of a spur and halt thing. Flash out.
This is fine. John with the off. Bowder's been able to find Cortezia. Smoked up, John able to get out. That's another door shut in the face of Sentinels for now, but they're patient. They've already got the way into A. Superman, though, trying to intervene. Surely not with the classic out of flowers. What better advent of title for the bundle than that?
I mean, John is miles away trying to get to A main. So there might be a moment here where Kaio's got to do it all. Smoke is good.
Smokes are good for John on the approach here. He's setting Kaio up to be a little safer. In the meantime, it's going to be a push through the smoke. And that leaves John on his own. Post with it. Oh! It could have been something there.
Oh my god, I thought that was it. That looked like a lineup, but it's going to be really difficult contending with a convergent pass, especially if that comes in late, if they don't pressure it out. Oh, what a catch.
That is huge. TenZ can double back now and try and play out from Lincoln. On the side is Okeanos. He is entrenched, clone over towards that main side of the map, and Reduxx is going to have to challenge his bank of flash off the wall if he needs to. Super's on the defuse right now. He's gotten it to half. Gets off it though. That's the util that drags him away, but still, the kills go in favor of EG. Narrate inside the smoke, going to be taken down at 5. And what do you do but look on if you're John? Not a damn thing. You could say when he stopped the defuse, the time not there for Okeanos. Unreal.
Oh my god! Where they are going to throw down the lockdown and Superman's Cosmic Divide to force everyone from Sen right back out to B main again so they can get on the spike. And now at least Bao has a rifle to work with.
Lockdown to send them out to long, and Cosmic Divide to keep them there.
They're doing it, yeah. EG, they're taking this risk.
Okay,
Bunch of Fury to counter it, yeah.
Okay, lockdown dealt with. Now EG flooding it at the same time. Sentinels are going to be quick to respond to this. Narrate in Hall. One by one, they're pushing him. Flash can't even help them. Narrate and Reduxx combined in Halls yet again. A Bao can only swing that wall a couple times. Sen have got this game back to 1 round. Duration for EG, I'm sure. And of course, they do not have Comms Hunter's Fury to answer it as easily as Kayu's did.
About to do with that recon? I'm just curious. There's about to be a recon and some Odin spam, I'll tell you that.
Okay, Oki forced off the side.
Oh, some though. Not an opportunity to do it.
Lockdown's expired. Slowly, TenZ is on this sort of wrap. He might have to pick up the pace a little bit though to be a factor in this round properly. Sen are happy to sit off this. Play post finally got the Odin spam. That's going to be a big problem for EG if they walk into it, but Narrate and Reduxx get cleared. The duelists are gone. Now it's under A main presence. A little bit wayward here, but nice saturate there from TenZ to make sure he secured that elimination. And now John will step up around the corner. Kayu spraying down for 2, but he's being pressured. The pinch finally comes in as TenZ gets himself a Vandal.
From doing anything particularly relevant on a site.
Having their bluff called, yeah, they were forced to voluntarily give up that A side.
Yeah, now over on B, they're fully aware that Sen were pushed up. Time to take A to get that entry onto Cortesia. That's really nicely done.
Spike planted.
Okay, John will wait.
And now what's the setup going to be? Very off-site. I will tell you that. Very, very off-site.
All of Com's util really still to work with here. Something you can certainly play off. Com just checking to make sure that wrap around a sewer isn't going to be problematic. Narrate going to be pinged out. Reduxx looking for a challenge here off the recon. TenZ more than ready for it now. Saturate going to catch on to 2 players, but, well, they return 1 in kind. Now Okeanos getting a little bit active over on the link side, and John steps up. Only 1, and that's not going to be enough. But the number of EG players set up here at the end of the wall, but Sentinel responding here by trying to get some link presence, but they get caught flat-footed. Kayu not quite able to join up the rest of his team. And that's that Sova util off the table here in this later part of the round if they want to try and fight back, and they're all coming from Link.
Oh, Sen taking time to go out.
Okay, Bao's going to find himself 2 though, but he can Spectre so well apportioned on this part of the map in that scenario. This leaves the raid forced out, saturate thrown, and it's retreating back.
EG, a nice opening. Okeanos close to that dimensional drift already. So EG have so much map control. I think their undoing could be like indecision because they have so many options. Look at the way they're spread across the map right now. 23 seconds trying to get into A against this Odin.
Dangerous for Kayu as well. He gets taken down to 39, trying to give him health.
Trying to run the spike back to B.
And it's going to work as well.
Bao has walked in. I mean, it'll work unless Reduxx gets in and just starts shooting.
I think Bao's going to be He's thinking, no, Reduxx is up there, but the spike gets intercepted. Bao's still able to make the trade. Narrate gets taken down. Reduxx able to avoid that grab.
They have no time. They have no time. Oh, man. I hate to say I called it, but I literally called it. But they've got the right idea. I mean, there's still 3 players on A. They don't need to move. Narrate is watching B main. Cortesia has the info towards the links.
Oh, man. This could be ugly, folks. 30 seconds left of the round. At some point, EG going to have to bite the bullet. Or be forced to eat them themselves. That little shock down there is going to force them back. Okay, we have some waylay presence up on the site. Reduxx is able to avoid the saturate, but Kayu's there, and Okeanos out in the open. Caught unaware. Now, it's a time game. Superman steps up here. This could be disrupted, though. Some shots are coming through. Relay bolt.
Spike planted.
Or the recon.
Look
at that recon. I mean, it lights everyone up. There's too many players from Sen. The spam is just way too much. They knew exactly where EG were going. They had, on that round,
Man on help him. Those heavy smokes in tower help.
EG need to play forward because John is going to be able to throw down this Cosmic Divide.
Good saturate, that's what you're looking for. TenZ tries to assert himself, but he gets traded out in the end. Still good Hall's presence, though, from the attackers. Narrate cuts into wood for the trees, and he's got to go and fight his way into Halls. Okeana's flattened by the shorty. Caillou just awkwardly lumbering, steps up on the tower. Is dealt with, and now Senna down to 2. Pivotal round here, folks, and time is running out. The Cosmic Divide dissipates. They'll be fighting on long, but Narrator's going to get himself there. Now there's just Com on his own. Shock Dart's not going to be enough, and frankly, it misses. Narrator looks to challenge. John has to get off the spike, but time is short, and Com has done this many times before. Cool, calm, collected is Com. The Red Bull clutch keeps EG ahead. King of Fracture comes later, he actually turns it too early. This is awkward. Taken low, but still somehow emerges with the frag. TenZ finds Reduxx, but John is at 5 and he doesn't seem to care. It takes Com in the end to bring him down. Now it's on Caillou and Narrate, both coming from under. Narrate a little bit slower, should at least be able to get a high-low setup as Com is revealed, but the spike is down. In time as against Sentinels. The numbers game also stacked against them.
Just Caillou alone. This spam, that's not going to be enough. And even at that, Com is able to escape to long, so not even in a position where he's going to be susceptible to it. Players are low, though, for EG. Maybe there's a chance.
Nowhere to run!
Harness Fury reveals Com's rather obvious location. Caillou again, another tap, another tickle. It's Bao out of the picture. Does he expect a second player? Com eventually steps in.
The damage. Yeah, this is fast from EG to try to get in. They want to activate the alarm bot with the clone over towards Art, which they do.
Fall back here, hitting the brakes.
TenZ's plan here. He wants to follow up on this. Saturate! Reduxx tears his head clean off. Superman's follow-up timing seemed fine, but Reduxx is too sharp.
And now all of a sudden, EG are getting into this site, and they are surrounded by Sen players if they commit.
But Reduxx saw them hesitate. He knows exactly how much time Sentinels have to make this happen. TenZ gets some value out of the stinger in the end. Before being brought down by Oki. But he's on his own. Crucial round win there from Sentinels.
Out to safety are Sen. EG are not going to slow down, though. They get right into this site, and Sen are just giving up the space, intending on playing this for retake. They have the paths from Narrate to do that. EG, they want to do something active, though. They want to find a pick right now.
But Sentinels will read this. They were worried about a flood over towards that link side. TenZ, that is high value.
2 with 1. You can't be doing that, man.
Cosmic Divide still here to work with. You've definitely got options. Yeah, the kind of round you'd hope to have pretty easily. Yeah, TenZ gonna go for a round clean up. Clever from Sentinels, though. They ready into a potential flood into link by EG there. They all double back around towards Flowers.
It is just everyone towards B, but no ults available. Oki 1 away from the dimensional drift.
This time TenZ's not carrying a spike, so he's in position to dive into halls to make sure this double duelist can get a real foothold. That's going to be scouted out early. Some of the KJ util cleared. There's Oki taken down, though.
Yeah, that's, I mean, almost certainly just random spam coming through from Reduxx while players are pushing into sight. TenZ want to go for more. Does he want to get hungry?
There's so much here to work with. This retake util is...
Oh, do they... It feels like there's an indecision. He wants to fight, but he doesn't know.
Flashed out, TenZ. TenZ is also in a very powerful spot. It's going to have to be given up for EG for the time being. And now, of course, you play from behind this Cosmic Divide. Your options are limited. You aren't hearing it. You're saving guns. That lockdown caught him out.
And Superman just hoping that's a clone walking up towards him every single round.
He's calling the ultimate, yeah. Okeana sees this coming. That's how do you respond to this? Virtual Pass comes through regardless. Now going to be brought down by Bao, when Oki is in halls. Clone to set him forward now through these smokes. EG going to try and contest from this part of the map, and Oki delivers. It's John, it's TenZ, though. That could be a bit of an issue. 1v2 for TenZ. No spike down, 15 seconds left. He can play games. TenZ left solo on the angle, and TenZ, you bloody...
Moment he picks up the off going towards Art.
Yes! Unreal.
That is really such a heads-up play, because EG have just been constantly going through Art, constantly trying to break that alarm bot position, taking that space on the map early. We haven't seen a lot of opping or any at all from Sen. Perfect time to mix that in.
EG might get funneled here in towards a link that is being heavily watched, especially by TenZ, a hero of that previous round. He's falling back off pretty familiar timing. Seen this from him a number of rounds in a row, just in case as an attempt to run the spike elsewhere on the map, which, you'll notice, Bao is considering back there at Plaza.
Is going to show himself breaking that drone so they can leave Oki inserted, who's now throwing his teleport away. And Sen, they really don't have to force the issue here at all. They're relaxed. They can play this for a full retake situation.
They
30
might make the wrong
seconds
choice.
left.
Yeah, or if EG hit B, they're going to be walking into 3 players again.
We'll see how this shakes out. Narrate playing close here. This is risky to say the least. Oh, he sees plenty of action. He's going to go for it. Bauer's taken down. That's the KJ off the map. But Cont is here
Standing.
with arms wide open. Says, "Step to my sight."
10 seconds
And Superman
left.
in a desperate, dire situation. EG in the doldrums. Money looking awful. He'll try and salvage this simple Guardian. Okay, Hunter's Fury built up by Com in that last round. He's going to let it go, but it is speculative. Doesn't tell us too much about what the action is, and Okeanos gets deep and gets downed.
Digital is so weak right now. Superman trying to press forward with that Guardian, that save.
Okay, finds himself another. Probably going to be enough. Bao
Down
tucked
A.
around the corner. Clone giving off the flash. It's Com and Bao to make this happen. Back to back on the side. Bao pushed up. Nova Pulse avoided. John biding his time. Sentinels can slow it down. The spike is out in the open, in their purview. And EG are the ones that have to make the move.
Cortez is slow, just watching for some kind of push, maybe a wrap towards Flowers.
Oh, they give themselves away. They're going to clear the corner
Defenders win.
with that Nano Swarm. But they telegraph their swing around the corner, and Sentinels bounces back. They're 4-5 rounds behind at some point, but some really demoralizing round losses for EG, and all of a sudden, they are floundering.